said during the campaign you had concepts of a plan. Do you have an actual plan at this point for healthcare?
Yes, we have concepts of a plan that would be better.
Still just concepts? Do you have a fully developed plan?
Let me explain. Obamacare stinks. It's lousy. There are better answers. If we come up with a better answer, I would present that answer to Democrats and to everybody else.
When will we see your fully developed plan? When are you going to show
I don't know
the
that you'll
public
see it at all.
Because it's invisible. Only the smartest people can see it. He's really unbelievable. 1 minute he's saying Obamacare stinks. 30 seconds later he's saying this.
I am the one that saved Obamacare. Obamacare, when I took it over, was a disaster. And I made it
has insured
workable.
20 million people.
Yeah, because of me.
He saved Obamacare. Like that volcano saved Pompeii. It's mysterious.
In the wake of Trump's train wreck interview with Kristen Welker, where he managed to go from, "I won't seek political retribution," to, "They should all be in jail," in the space of 6 seconds.
For what they did,
Yeah.
honestly, they should go to jail.
So you think Liz Cheney should go to jail?
For what they did.
Everyone on the committee, you think
I think
should go to
everybody,
jail?
anybody that voted in favor.
Are you going to direct your FBI director and your attorney general to send them to jail?
No, not at all. I think that they'll have to look at that.
This response from Jimmy Kimmel is almost perfect.
This is going to seem like a joke we made up. This is not a joke we made up. This is a real advertisement for the Donald Trump fragrance line. He or his people posted a fragrance your enemies can't resist. They really posted that. But I guess he didn't have a choice. He had to use that picture because he doesn't have a picture of his own wife smiling at him.
Now, whether the late night host is your cup of tea or not, one thing you can't deny is his insatiable ability to get under the orange one's skin. I mean, the guy still can't let go of Kimmel's comments at last year's Oscars. But unable to let go of things or admit to any wrongdoing is the common theme for the man-child in chief, which, of course, Kimmel pointed out.
That's him, all right. That's so him. If there's one thing we know about Trump, this is a man who always takes responsibility for his actions.
Even though you're very hostile, I'm able to go on a show like yours. No, you are.
Well, hopefully you thought it was a fair interview. We covered a lot of policy ground.
It's fair only in that you allowed me to say what I say. But, the answers, the questions are, pretty nasty. But look, because I've seen you interview other people like Biden. And
I've never interviewed President Biden.
When I say you, I'm talking metaphorically. I've seen.
Okay.
Oh, metaphorically. He meant metaphorically. Oh, if that's the case, then we've all metaphorically interviewed Joe Biden, right? 5 seconds after saying if he got caught lying, he'd stand up and say, "You got me," he lies again. She asked Trump about his inauguration speech. He said the speech will focus on unity. He's against it. Trump also said he isn't going to seek retribution against people like Liz Cheney and Adam Schiff, but that they should go to jail. And he also weighed in against the idea of babies who are born in the United States getting what is called birthright citizenship.
You promised to end birthright citizenship on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people. But we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Through an executive action?
We're the only country that has it.
Not even close to true. He says that over and over again. He says we're the only nation that has it. There are actually 36 countries besides ours that have it. I'd show him this map showing the countries that have it, but he'd probably just color it with a Sharpie. And Donald Trump believes that if you want American citizenship, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. You have to move here from Slovenia, get a modeling contract, and marry the first orange millionaire you meet. We also got an update on the exciting new health care plan Trump's been promising for 9 years.
You said during the campaign you had concepts of a plan. Do you have an actual plan at this point for health care?
Yes, we have concepts of a plan that would be better.
Still just concepts? Do you have a fully developed plan?
Let me explain. Obamacare stinks. It's lousy. There are better answers. If we come up with a better answer, I would present that answer to Democrats and to everybody else.
When will we see your fully developed plan? When are you going to show
I don't know
the
that you'll
public
see it at all.
And there were several things to take issue with during his interview on MSNBC. Amidst the contradictions, Trump said he would pardon January 6 insurrectionists on day one. This despite the vast majority of Americans opposing it.
You promised to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. Are you still vowing to follow through with that promise?
We're looking at it right now, most likely. Yeah.
In a word, they think it's a terrible idea. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Pardoning for the January 6th protesters. Oppose it. 64%. About 2/3 of Americans oppose it. Just 30% favor it. And more than that, this Ipsos poll asked, should he prioritize it to be like the first thing he does when he gets into office? Just 1% say it should be Trump's top priority. So in a word, it's a terrible, terrible idea. I guess that's 2 words, and then idea is a 3rd word in there for Trump to pardon the January 6th protesters. Even among Republicans, it's only a slight majority. Of course, usually Trump gets, 80, 90% among Republicans. In this case, he's getting less than 60% on the idea of pardoning the January 6th protesters. So no, voters really dislike it. How about this? Americans strongly dislike the idea of these pardons for the January 6th protesters.
And speaking of things voters wanted but won't get, lower prices. You see, time after time on the trail, Trump promised his tariff plan was bulletproof and would lower the price of eggs, seemingly the deal breaker between a convicted felon and career politician who helped oversee one of the greatest economic recoveries in modern day history. But when asked about it by Welker, Trump just admitted, well, I can't guarantee that, despite saying he would.
We will end inflation and make America affordable again. We're going to get the prices down. We have to get them down. It's too much. Groceries, cars, everything. We're going to get the prices down.
But prices will come down. You just watch. They'll come down, and they'll come down fast, not only with insurance, with everything.
Tomorrow, I will end inflation. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices. I will end inflation, slash your prices. To rapidly reduce inflation, I will end inflation very quickly. End inflation, slash your prices. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices. We're going to get your prices down.
I want to delve into one of your signature promises on the campaign trail, which was to end inflation, to lower prices. You are now proposing tariffs against the United States' 3 biggest trading partners. Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can
it.
you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow. But I can say that if you look at just pre-COVID, we had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And I had a lot of tariffs on a lot of different countries, but in particular China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we had no inflation.
Now, this will become a theme. We've seen him do it in his last term, promise something, then when it doesn't come to fruition, either blatantly deny it or just blame someone else. Hence why we are into year 9 of the huge, amazing Obamacare alternative that exists in the same existence as his morality. He simply can't not lie. It's how he's programmed. And I'm just glad to see it called out, whoever is the one calling it out.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.